Hello, my dear fellow Aquarians. Welcome to your July 2021 monthly forecast. This is Clarity 1129. To begin with, we'll read out this card from the Vedic astrology deck, which talks about the characteristics of Aquarius. Aquarius, Kumbha. Ruler, Saturn. It's actually Saturn and Uranus. Characteristics: scientific, visionary, humane, factual, intellectual, democratic, eccentric, global, misunderstood. Ah, yes, we can't reiterate that one, can we? Misunderstood indeed. Well, we'll follow the usual pattern. We'll take out one card from the Moonology deck for the overarching energy of the month, which in our case is Take Time to Breathe Out, Disseminating Moon. Well, for all of us out there who've been putting in effort and trying one thing or the other, trying to rest that extremely busy mind of ours, advice is to take time to breathe out this month. Just take it easy, all right? This month I'm using the Universal Weight Tarot for most of the cards in the reading. I'll take out 4 cards from here. Oops. Cards are waiting to jump out for us, aren't they? What is happening? All right. I'll not cut the deck. We begin with the Magician as the general energy this month, which is wonderful, wonderful. For love and romance, we have the King of Wands, all right. For career and finance, we have the Queen of Swords, okay. And for spiritual growth, we have the Fool. Interesting, very interesting. We'll take out one card from the Sacred Indian Tarot for the health aspect of the reading, right? What do we need to know? We get the Chariot. Okay. All right, let's begin with this part of the reading. We'll take out the other cards later. The overarching energy, as I said, is take time to breathe out. So this month, take it easy. If you've been working really hard in the months leading to this month, and you're waiting and wondering why things are not happening, and you're trying to push yourself some more, I think Cancer got the same energy. Let's take time to breathe out right now. Don't go all out working and working. Sometimes when you put in a lot of effort, you need to take time to be kind to yourself, to breathe, to enjoy things in life, to slow down. When we do that, we find that a lot of happiness and success comes in the way, because in this way, when you take time to breathe out, you enjoy the journey as much as you would when you get the destination that you want to get, or that's planned by the universe for you to get. All right, we begin the month with this beautiful card, which is the Magician. So what you're being told is that you have everything you need to get whatever it is that you want. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you feel like Harry Potter? This is beautiful. All right, so whatever you want, you can achieve. You have it all with you. You have all the resources with you. All you need to is get yourself in alignment with grace, with universe, and you can will anything you want into being. All right, and for any of those devious Aquarians like myself who are trying to manifest someone to just come and cook in the kitchen, it doesn't happen. All right, so that was on a lighter note, and this is extremely positive for us. All right, having the Magician as the general energy as we move into the month. So basically, we can actually afford to take time to breathe out, because things will happen when we are actually enjoying the journey. For our love and romance, we get the King of Wands. So we shall be at our passionate best during this time. The King of Wands is the card of Leo, or the fire signs Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. He's extremely passionate, he's very generous, he's also a visionary, he's kind, all right? And in your love and romance sector, this is the card that you get. So there will be a lot of warmth in your connection, okay? There'll be a lot of generosity between you and the person on your mind. Now, for people, singles out there, it is possible that during this time you might come across a fire sign who will actually warm you up, or whom you will like to warm up to. All right, so there is a strong chance that you will come across a fire sign who will sweep you off your feet, whether whatever be the gender. Sorry about that. My throat is dry. All right, so and for those who are already partnered up in a relationship or commitment or a marriage, there is going to be more warmth and understanding in your relationship. There's going to be a lot more passion in your relationship, and it's a great card to get, so it's all good. In your career and finance sector, you get the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is typically the card of Libra. Libra is a sign which is charming, extremely diplomatic, but they know when to cut people off when they're required to be cut off, right? And they don't take any nonsense from anyone. She's a queen who's got a lot of experience. Out of all the 4 queens in the deck, she's the oldest queen, and she's a widow, and she's seen enough of life, all right? And this is the card that you get in your career sector, which says that no one can shortchange you. So another sign, I think was it Scorpio, they got the King of Swords. Basically, when you get a queen or a king or an empress or an emperor card in your career and finance reading, your finance is secure, all right? You are in a comfortable place. However, you are also wielding your sword in a way that no one will mess with you or push you around, all right? So this is the energy that you are in as far as your career and finances go. You're doing well, and it's all comfortable for you. I'm drawn to this lone bird, and since it's really high, it reminds me of an eagle or a hawk spirit, okay? So, and that always comes to me as spirit having your back. So you can be rest assured that you're in good hands as far as your career is concerned. Now when it comes to your spiritual growth, you get the Fool. When I see this Fool now, and I'm thinking about it in the terms of spiritual growth, what comes to me is, there are stages in our life. In the Vedas, I think it's mentioned that you have a certain period of life for certain things in your life, okay? So initial years of your lives, you have brahmacharya, which is that area of your life where you're not married and it's that time when you're basically learning life skills, how to get by, how to take care of yourself, how to learn things, how to get a career and things like that. Thereafter you have grihasthashram, which is the time where you get married and you know all the um, um, worldly pleasures, and you enjoy your family and what is family life, and know all the worldly pleasure that you are here on this planet for, and you indulge in that for a major chunk of your life. And thereafter there comes a portion of your life which is called vanaprastha, which you leave your family and you go out to the forest to find out the real you. Okay, you find, and that's the time when you go into meditation and spirituality and everything. And this fool card reminds me of that. Usually after that um, vanaprastha comes sannyas, which is um, I don't know how to translate that into English. It is is it celibacy? No, it's not celibacy. It is basically, it could be celibacy, but you come back to your own home where you were, but you would have learned what it is to be, what is equanimity. So you will be with your family, but you will have a certain amount of detachment from them, because you have actually mastered yourself and you have understood the meaning of life. So that is the basic way your life is divided into those four parts, and how successful you are depends on how well you have done in each stage of your life, right? But this fool reminds me of that vanaprastha. So I feel that some of you are ready to go into deep meditation and go into deep within to find out answers which have been on your mind for quite some time. And you want to break out of that and actually know what is it that you have to know. You know, it's not about what you have learned or what someone is telling you, but to know from within. And that is what you are going to find in the month of July, my dear Aquarians. And I think I've taken a very long time with that. All right, as far as your health is concerned, you get the Chariot, which says that whatever it is, if you have any sort of niggle, you'll be able to cure yourself. You will know what to do, whether it's time to go to a doctor, whether it's time to eat a pill. You will intuitively know what you have to do. Just don't ignore any signs. All right, whenever you feel uncomfortable, don't say we'll look at it later. Address the issue and you'll find that it's no big deal, really. So the major part of your reading is over. Now if there's a question on your mind, any sort of question on your mind, the angels are ready to give you an answer. You keep that question ready so that you know what you have asked for. All right. All right, here's a question from the answer from the angels. Are you ready, Aquarians? Here it is. Big happy changes. Wow, that sounds really good. Ha, that's wonderful. All right. So there's something to look forward to in July, isn't there? That's wonderful. Now, if you have a time-specific question on your mind, I'm going to pull out 1 month from this. All right. So if there's something on your mind, when is it going to happen? When will I get this into my life? When will whatever happens? This is the month that it's going to happen. And you get February. And in the month of July 2021, which area of your life are you going to see maximum growth and change? See, you are the magician. You can get whatever you want in whichever area of your life, but which is the area you'll see maximum change? And you get happiness. Wow, yet another person's got happiness. Apart from Capricorn, the rest of the zodiacs have either got happiness or love. All right, so we get happiness. Isn't that wonderful? So with that, we come to the end of your reading, my dear Aquarians. Have a wonderful July. Hope you find your answers and get those big happy changes and a lot of happiness. And with that, I say bye-bye. See you next month.